Nobody has ever been able to change the past or predict the future. So all we have is right now. So why do people then spend so much time worrying about the future or dwelling in the past and forget what's important, which is right now and the present moment? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Erkka Suvanto. Some of you call me EJ. I'm still the guy on social media who wants to build a legacy and pass on all the business and life lessons to each and every one of you. Today I want to shift gears a little bit and talk about happiness. First disclaimer, I'm not a therapist nor an expert in this field. All I have is my practical knowledge and my thousands of hours inside my own head thinking about my mistakes, my positives and my negatives, and be able to draw conclusions out of those. And hopefully by summarizing my lessons, somebody is able to get something out of this. But let's start. Like I said, all we have is the past, the present, and the future. So if we think about it, as I said in my intro, we can't change the past. Nobody has ever been able to predict the future. So all there's left out of the three is the present moment. So why do we then spend so much time dwelling here in the past or worrying about the future? I think the answer actually is quite simple. If you think about human behavior and our history, and if you believe in the evolution theory, avoiding the unknown has been actually a smart choice for us in the past because it kept us alive. So it's a natural instinct that we have. Everything unknown is something to avoid at all costs. But that also is dangerous because it takes our thoughts from the present moment into the future. Couple of points about entrepreneurship and how this is tied to the rest of our lives. One of the most important qualities that a business owner has to have is his or her ability to forget what happened yesterday and wake up today or tomorrow morning again, all excited and energized, ready to be punched in the mouth, so to say, all over. So how can we take those learnings from the business world to our everyday lives? What are the key takeaways there? Let me draw some conclusions and hopefully this helps. So in my opinion, one of the most important things is to learn how to enjoy the grind. I've talked about this in the past as well. And what does the grind mean? Eating the dirt, in other words. It means that the ups and downs as a business owner or just living this life, there's no way avoiding that. Bad things will happen all the time. It's our mindset and the approach that matters. So the first point is to learn how to enjoy this. And how do we do it? To me, the only thing that seems to work is that I decouple the work from the outcome. So work from the outcome. I don't know what this sign is, but it basically means that there's a disconnect, right? So when we do our work and we can forget the outcome, when we train at the gym, we do it for the process, for the everyday life, for the grind, being able to enjoy the quote unquote pain at the gym. When we do that entrepreneurial work just for the sake of work and completing the right tasks is like success to us, then we can successfully say that we have decoupled the outcome from the work. Because if we start a business to make money or to become happy or to get external validation, we will always be unhappy in our lives. I'm living proof of that. I thought in the past that that would be actually a recipe to happiness and success. But it took me years, decades to understand that decoupling the two was the solution, because I was able to do it when it comes to fitness. But in business, I was just too immature, in my opinion. I couldn't do it. So the first thing is to learn how to enjoy the grind. How do we do it? We separate the work from the outcome. Okay, so if this is what works in business, so how do we take it to personal life? How can we enjoy the present moment and the grind? There are a couple of points, a couple of things that I have done that have worked very well for me in my personal life. Number one is I have started journaling. I've started writing down what I'm grateful for. What is that I'm grateful for? And the other one is that I practice losing. Right? Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Believe it or not, this is true. When you practice losing, a miracle happens. You become humble, or you get humble. So humility leads to gratitude, and that equals happiness. Okay, one might argue or ask, how do I practice losing in life? Is that like torturing yourself? No. What it means is that you put yourself in new situations, you live your life, and you go and travel, you go and meet new people, and you understand that there's going to be disappointments. That's how you practice losing. In business, you take risks and you do things, and you understand that sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't matter what the outcome is, because the process, you stay in the game. The process is what matters. And in the end, whether you lost or won, that particular story turns into an epic story in the end. And the person who has most epic stories at the end of life is the one who wins, in my opinion. Our job is to exit the comfort zone. If this is the comfort zone, and we always play it safe, this is where all life happens, in this area. So this means mistakes, but that's how it's supposed to be. That's how we know how good we in the end are, when we get to test our capabilities. Because the ultimate goal in my opinion is to enjoy plus be grateful of the present moment. So if we put in the reps and we practice taking our mind back from those future worries of what happened yesterday in the past, and train it again and again, return the mind back to the present moment, over time we will be successful. So again, summarizing, how do we increase our happiness? We forget the past, we forget the future, and we learn how to enjoy the present moment. We do that by practicing losing, journaling, being grateful, writing down topics that we are grateful for. To me, the rule number one was that I had to write down 3 to 5 topics every day that were different than yesterday, that I was grateful for. I couldn't always list that the kids were happy and healthy. I had to come up with something else. Today it could be as trivial as I have warm tap water. I can clean, I have food in the fridge. It could be very, very small, but in the end, when you repeat the process, you learn and you get better at it. I'll end with the personal story. Some of us are natural when it comes to being positive and energized. We can do what I described in the beginning when it comes to being a business owner who wakes up energized and positive all over every day, regardless of what happened yesterday. I wasn't one of those people. I was maybe more leaning towards negative or overly realistic, I would actually say. Now I'm leaning towards neutral to positive and optimistic. Here's how I saw it. I thought that worrying about the future was actually a good thing. Why? Because I was prepared. I thought nobody would ever be able to surprise me when I could see around the corner and see the big picture. It doesn't work that way. I was so wrong. Now I'm in much better shape when it comes to understanding my personal happiness, being able to optimize it, using the steps I just described. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what works for you, because we are all different. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Until next time.